Hello, today we'll be talking about maining Zero Suit Samus and what it tells about your character. We'll be calling her ZSS for short in this video. So a lot of people misconstrued ZSS players. They think the only reason why people main her is, well, because she's in a skin-tight suit. But I've actually researched her and the players that play her and compiled an interesting theory about ZSS players, me included. So first off, let's talk about ZSS, how she moves and how she attacks. She's a very flashy character, possibly the coolest looking character in the game. So clearly maining her, you're going to be into flashy moves and showing off. But where things get interesting is Zero Suit's rhythm. She actually has a very specific rhythm she follows with all her combos. If you're going to compare to her BPM, when I play ZSS, I think of rhythm to follow. Mostly when playing her, I try to think or listen to a fast song to keep a consistent rhythm of her movements. I feel like all the ZSS players that are serious about maining her into speedy, fast rhythms. I can't help but feel like this, honestly. Like when I play a rhythm game on my Switch, I can't help but feel like it's like I'm playing ZSS. I know I sound a little weird or a little crazy at the moment, but like when you're playing a rhythm game and when you're keeping rhythm, then I go over to Smash, I feel like I've improved at keeping a consistent rhythm with ZSS, which kind of makes me feel like ZSS is more different than the rest of the roster, and she's more rhythm-based, if this makes any sense. Another thing that I noted when maining ZSS is the most players have to take risk and reward sacrifices with her. She's very good, don't get me wrong, but you need to basically play nearly perfect with her. There's only a certain group that fits this category. It's actually the same group that the Pichu players fall underneath. So if you're sticking with ZSS, it's because you feel like she has potential depending on the player and not the character, which is something this game needs a lot more of. You see characters like Lucina or Palutena, I mean to call these characters out, but they aren't super risky, if this makes any sense. They're not super hard to play. They're kind of more of a basic character so you can learn the fundamentals or master the fundamentals. ZSS, on the other hand, is a much more mixed bag with the player and the player base. And back in Smash 4, ZSS was just like the top tier. She was a top tier. She's a top tier character. You could play her and she would kind of carry you, honestly. I mean, she was a very top tier character. And now in this game, you see a lot of players dropping her because she's not that amazing top tier character anymore. And the player base that I've found in this game, in my personal experience, are rhythmic based people. And like, I don't know if that's just my experience. I would love to hear what you guys think about and why you main ZSS in the comments. But yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts right now with the whole ZSS thing. So take all this with a grain of salt, of course. I feel like I said from the beginning of the video, is that a lot of people do misconstrue why us ZSS players are playing ZSS and why we feel like she has potential. You know, it's not just because of her looks or whatever. I really do feel like there's something more special between the ZSS players and why it's a very, very small bunch of the Smash Ultimate community. The players that actually play her. Like, it's very small compared to either Smash 4 or even Brawl. So I feel like I kind of want to talk to any ZSS players out there and talk, you know, like I said, just talk to me. Anyway, I thought you would enjoy this video. I just wanted to make it. Sorry I haven't uploaded in a while, but I just kind of want to create this little theory video or this thoughts video. Thanks for watching. Bye.